Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I went to the Limestone County Courthouse in Athens, Alabama today. I'm attempting to locate the source of some public records that I want to get access to. I'm not sure if they were housed at the courthouse or if they're going to be hired at the county commissioner's office, so I stopped in here to ask that question, and the moment I walk in there's like total freak out over my body camera. Hey, good morning. I'm good. If I was going to request access to some public records, is it a county clerk over here?
Should be in the clerk's office.
But is that here local?
Got a camera?
It is. It's a body cam.
You'd have to go back to your car. For the judge, he don't allow cameras in that lobby.
Even though it's open to the public, I can understand the courtroom.
Look, let me get John, cause that's what we've been told.
He don't allow any cameras in the building.
John. Fred.
Oh, go ahead, man.
I'm gonna need to sit down here about a camera. Where you going to, Judge West. All right, second floor. No, I'm
There you go.
Thanks. You need to go to the clerk's office, but he have a camera on it. The judge said they can't come in.
No, you can't bring a camera in here. Sorry, you'll have to put your
Is
camera
that-
in your vehicle. You can't bring it in.
Okay, is that
Judge's
a?
orders. Judge's orders. No cameras in the building.
Is there any way I can get a copy of that order by chance?
Just go out and put your camera in the car and come back and get it.
Well, I mean, can you bring it to me? Is
No,
what I'm
I can't.
asking.
I sure can. I got a hallway full
Because
of people.
normally in public areas, it's protected by the
Okay,
Constitution.
hang on just a minute. Okay.
I
you
can
can't
wait.
bring your camera in,
I
okay?
can wait a minute if somebody else can bring it down to me. That's fine.
But I'm not gonna be able to bring it to you, and we're not gonna run it to you, but you can't bring your camera in.
That's
Okay?
a violation of the First Amendment,
Okay,
sir.
all right, sir. You have to take it up with the judge, okay? Presiding judge said no cameras in the building.
Okay.
Okay?
Ma'am, could you jot down the judge's name and maybe a phone number
You'll
so I can
take the
call
camera
outside?
back, and then we'll deal
Well,
with it. But you're gonna have to get
this-
the supervisor. It's over my head.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just wanted the phone number for the judge's office.
I don't
That's
have a
it.
phone number for him, but
Okay.
he the presiding judge.
This is the reason my body camera is always on.
Sir, please, just take it back. Don't get us in trouble.
I'm not.
That's like my control supervisor.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
Alright,
All I
just take it
need
back.
is the phone number. The phone number for the phone number for the judge's office is all I'm asking for.
It's in the phone book. Step on
But I don't know
Let's
which
step over
judge.
here.
Deputy Willard.
Middle ward.
Oh, Millward. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's Judge Wise.
I read upside down. Judge
Let's step on
Wise.
right here.
All right. The reason I wear this is
I
sometimes
understand.
I get treated
understand.
rather rudely.
Put it in your vehicle and come back in and take care of your business.
But you
okay?
said it's Judge Wise.
Judge Wise.
W-I-S-E.
Yes. Put it in your
Okay.
vehicle.
I parked over
and
that
come
way.
back in. That's fine.
I got you.
I'm not gonna. We're not gonna talk about this no more. Okay? We're busy.
So you
We're
don't.
not gonna talk about
I get it. You don't have to be rude, sir. I wear this because of rude people.
Okay. I've done told you 3 times myself, and you won't listen.
And I asked you
Take
if you
it
could.
out of the building.
I asked for the phone number to the
And
judge's office,
we
and
don't
I
have
asked
it,
for a
it's in
copy of the
phone book.
policy. That's all I
Judge
asked
Wise,
for.
Judge Wise.
I'm not trying to be
is the presiding
difficult.
judge. He says no cameras. in
I
the
wear
building.
this because I sometimes run into assholes like
I
you.
understand. And if you
I'm
use
just coming to get-
If you use profane language, me again. You're
That's
going to
that's
the
also
jail.
that's
Okay,
also
this is a public
protected.
place.
But it's
Have a good day,
also
sir.
protected.
Have a good
content,
day.
sir.
Out. Go.
You a sergeant, sir?
Go.
Do you have a complaint form by chance?
Yes, sir.
You're his
What's your name?
supervisor?
Yeah, you take it up with him.
I'd like to make a complaint.
Okay, well, first thing you need to do is take the
I-
camera
I
out like
will.
he's done said, and then we'll talk about the complaint.
I will, but I asked for some contact info for the judge's office who issued that order, and then I was gonna head out. Nobody's given me that simple info.
Okay, well, just go put that in your car and wait right here. Let me see if the judge will release that, and I'll be right back.
All right, I appreciate it. Guys are assholes, man. There's no signage on the doors other than no firearms or knives. Being denied access to the clerk's office. Not trying to go into a courtroom. I did cut out about 7 or 8 minutes worth of dead video just to shorten the length of this thing while I was waiting on the sergeant to come back out. You'll see that the sergeant handles things a lot more professionally than the original deputy did. And that's my main issue, right, is I understand if that's the policy of the judge's order, but provide me with some info and be polite about it. That was really all I expected.
All right,
Hi.
so I've talked to the judge. What's your complaint, that you can't record in the building?
Well, I mean, that's part of the issue, right? Of course, I mean, I stopped, before I got in, and I'm not even sure if what I need is going to be here, because every county's got offices in different buildings, right?
So what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to locate public records for the county.
Okay.
Not necessarily marriage records. I know, like, I go to the sheriff's department for sheriff's department related records, but like I'm talking about like the overall county records. So like if I was going to ask for salaries of employees that worked for the county.
That would be at the county commission building.
Okay, and see that's the main reason I was asking, but immediately it was an uproar because I have a body camera on.
Talk to Judge Wise, he's the presiding judge. It's his standing order that there's no recording in the building. He said he's not giving you contact information, he's not going to talk to you. If you've got a complaint on that, then you need to call the Supreme Court, and they're the ones that will have to make him change it and address the complaint.
And if the policy was posted,
it's not. It's his verbal order that there's no recording in the building.
But how's anybody supposed to know that? And see, and
we stop you and tell you at the door. But
right,
if you don't agree with that, he said call the Supreme Court of Alabama. I guess they're in Montgomery, and
I think so.
And they'll
and I get there's certain areas, right? I can totally understand that. Not in the courtrooms, you got to keep that decorum and everything. But public lobbies, that's normally, I mean, that's been ruled on by the U.S. Supreme Court.
Well, that's something you need to take up with the Supreme Court, because he's changed it. And he said he don't want any recording inside the building.
Okay.
All
I
right.
get it. I mean, I'll contact his office.
Yeah, you can find the numbers online.
Yeah, I was asking for a written, the written order.
Yeah, he said he doesn't have it.
Yeah, then I mean, how do you enforce that? I mean, if it's a verbal order and there's no written.
Because all of our regular news people that come here know that.
Yeah.
Like when we have somebody, they'll film them to the door, then they'll take their cameras and then they'll go.
Oh yeah, and I mean, in general, like upstairs by the actual courtrooms and all that, I have no, that's not really
Who
what I
you work
do.
for?
Myself, I'm independent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rocket City News. Now, I've talked to the sheriff, and every now and then I'm in Limestone County. I'm mostly in Madison County, hey, doing good, thank you. But the original reason why I started my media channel was to highlight law enforcement in a positive way.
Yeah.
But then sometimes, he was irritated from the get-go.
Well, we've had a busy day, and I apologize for that.
And I do understand that. I was a deputy sheriff in Mississippi, only for a year and a half before I went to work for the county prosecutor's office, but because it paid a little better and I didn't get shot at. And so I mean, I understand, the need for safety and security and that kind of thing, but that's why I have this, is my safety and security, right? Because when I wasn't wearing my body cam, I've come in to request records before, and because they didn't want to give the records up, not here, but because they didn't want to give the records up, I was physically manhandled and forced out of the building. And you can't get body cam footage in the state of Alabama without a court order and filing a lawsuit, right? Which is a whole nother fight I plan on making at some point. But
Where was that at?
that was in Mississippi. It actually was in Jackson, Mississippi. But the same kind of stuff happens, and so I have to be protected, because if, for example, if I felt like you were way out of line with me, or if you handled me, physically handled me without just cause, I can't prove that without this. and that's the main reason. And you know, so I'm not, when I go somewhere, I do try to wear this small thing. I don't take like my big camera in because it draws too much attention, you know. And I'm not one of those that's going to go, hey, what's your name? You know, that becomes, you're getting real close to disorderly conduct at that point, right? Or disturbing the peace. And so, I mean, I try to be, you know, calm, respectful, and all that, but I have no issues in Huntsville.
Oh, like I said, before Judge Wise, they could set up in the lobby. They couldn't film on the second or third floor, but he's cut that out.
Well, because y'all got family court going on here some too,
I
and
see
kids.
why he cut it out, because we've got court going on. You've got people coming in and out, and you know, us, we know we're going to be on the camera. The lawyers, they know they're going to be on the camera, but these other people, I kind of see why he did it.
Yeah, and it's, you know, like I say, there's a right way and a wrong way, right? And packing a big camera around and pointing it all in people's faces, that's not right. But you know, in a public lobby, it's actually protected by the First Amendment.
Well, call the Supreme Court. If you want it changed, call the Supreme Court, tell them what's going on, and they can make him change that policy.
And I mean, that's it. I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time. I understand y'all just have to enforce the rules that the judge gave. But I think if Deputy Millwood, my memory's horrible sometimes, which is another reason why I have to keep this. But I think if he was rushed, he was irritated. Number one, that he had to come down.
Yeah.
And of course she called him. You know, she told me you can't take the camera in, and I, you know, that's fine. I didn't go any further. I didn't try to move forward or anything like that, but I just asked for a copy of the order or the policy, and then she called him.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have a written policy.
Okay.
Now that he's aware that it might need to be done, he might do that.
And even if it's something as simple as, you know, no recording devices allowed past this point, you know, judge's order dated, whatever.
Yeah, I'll run that past him.
I mean, because I'm used to taking mine with me everywhere. I go into City Hall.
The only problem with posting no recording devices, what you got right there.
Well,
you know, we have people sit up here for 8 hours. They don't want to be without their phone.
Oh, I know.
That's going to create another problem.
Well, no,
I'll run it by
no, just something, you know, no video recording inside, you know, past this point.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't necessarily have to say devices, but just because had I known.
Yes,
but I parked way over
your
there.
side.
I parked way down the road because I'm also, my full-time job is a private process server, civil summonses and subpoenas. So I'm waiting on a business to open that I've got to serve a garnishment at.
I got you.
And so I was like, well, I'm gonna come over here because there's some public records I wanted to try to get, but now
But
I
if you want
understand
like
it's
salaries and stuff like that,
that's the commission.
county employees are going to be the county commission. Now, if you're wanting state employees, like the judges, their secretaries, the clerk, the DA's office, that's probably going to be in Montgomery because
and
they
I
get
can,
paid through Montgomery.
Yeah, and I can request those through the mail, but if I'm in an area, I prefer to do written, so I can get a stamped copy of it.
Yeah.
Because with my email, I've had an issue and had to get it corrected in a couple of spots where my email gets blocked as possible spam. Well, I can't, so I'm not getting any records, and I think they're just not responding. But anyway, I know you're busy, sir. I'm parked around the corner there. I'm gonna head down that way. Thank you so much. What was your name again, sir? McCormick. I appreciate it, Sergeant. At least he was nice, but we're gonna follow through with this. So there we go. No recording in the Limestone County Courthouse, even in the downstairs lobby where there's no courtrooms. But we'll follow that up with the Alabama Supreme Court office and find out if he's able to do that. I mean, like I say, I have no problems with certain areas being restricted, but just restricting the public lobby in general is, in my opinion, unconstitutional. So I'll get that looked into, and I may have a follow-up with this video, or I may have to do another video later. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me, y'all. Let me get back to work. Peace out.